you guys, this is Jessica from a Diamond and Sticks YouTube channel, and I figured today, since it's a gloomy day outside, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, I'll turn it around to the other window out there. It's a very raining, gloomy day out. There's my cat Puffy. She's got something going on with her. I need to take her to the vet. Anyways, though, I figured since it was pouring the rain out and it's a gloomy day, what better day? What, Salem? Huh? Are you talking? Her kittens are up there in the laundry basket. Are you talking, girl? Anyways, I figured we would do a video for the video game Dead by Daylight. But this time we're going to do the horror side of the game, the killer side of the game. I don't really play the killer side of the game too often, but whenever I do, obviously I use this person's account and all their other resources whenever I play Dead by Daylight. And I play on PC, as you can see. But anyways, when I play the killer side, I play this character here. This is pretty much the only killer I play on the killer side. And this is the Trapper. He is the only one on the killer side on this person's account that is prestige to a level 100. And he is my favorite killer to play. Like I said, I don't really enjoy playing killer, but whenever I do, I play him. I play the Trapper. And this is what I got him dressed like. And he's the first one, I think, that the video game Dead by Daylight came out with, I'm pretty sure. So, I think Dead by Daylight, the video game, came out in 2016. But I didn't start playing it until 2021 in the spring. We'll go ahead and read the bio of the Trapper. I've actually never read the bio of any one of the killers on the killer side. Like I said, I really just don't enjoy playing killer that much, but whenever I do play killer, I play as Trapper. And I'm a terrible killer, I admit to it. I am like one of the worst killers there is that you'll come across whenever I do play as killer. Pretty much I only play killer whenever I have to do like quest or something. But what I mean by saying I'm like the worst killer is I'm the type of killer I will slug you until you bleed out. And I will, even though they did something about that, the video games, people for Dead by Daylight, they made it where you can't really camp people no more. I still do camp people, face camp them, and then after they get off the hook, I chase them down and I tunnel them and just, you know, slug them. So I'm a terrible, I'm a meanie killer. And like I said, I really only like to play this killer here, Trapper. So let's go ahead and read his bio. The Trapper. Evan McMillan idolized his father. It wasn't just that he was heir to a great fortune. It was the way he ran the estate. Raised under his firm hand, Evan had taken to running the workforce with an iron fist. Production was always high, and the McMillan estate prospered under father and son. As Archie McMullen's mental health slowly degenerated, Evan protected him from the herd who wanted a piece of the fortune. No matter what his father asked of him, Evan would do. When Archie McMillan finally snapped, Evan became his enforcer in what would become known as the worst mass murder in modern history. They never provided or proved, I'm sorry, I can't read, can't talk either. They never proved that Evan led over 100 men into those dark tunnels before detonating the detonating the explosives and sealing them to their fate. The tale of the McMullen estate, I don't know, estate is a tale of wealth and power gone very wrong. How many victims fell to the hands of father and son is unknown. No record was ever made of what became of Evan McMillan. His father is another unsolved puzzle found in the basement of his own warehouse, dead and abandoned. Okay, so that's his bio for the trapper, and that's what I got him dressed like. Now, let's go to his perks. He's got agitation. It's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. You get excited and anticipation of hooking your prey. While transporting a body, your terror radius is increased by 12 meters and you have 18% haste. Haste increases killer's movement speed. At some point, the excitement of hooking one of us becomes more important than the desire to kill us. Then you got brutal strength. It's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. Your great strength allows you to shred through your prey's defenses, destroy drop pallets, breakable walls, and generators 20% faster. It's more than muscles. A dark power motivates the beast. And then his last perk is unnerving presence. It's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. Your presence alone installs great fear. Survivors within your terror radius have a 10% greater chance of triggering skill checks when repairing or healing. Triggered skill check success zones are reduced by 60%. Its presence befalls us. So that's his quote, and that's his perks for the trapper. Now, we'll go into his customizations. Like I said, I don't really play the killer side too much, but he's the only one on this person's account that I play and use on that is prestige to a level 100. So it took me a long time to prestige him to that level 100, and I probably honestly won't do no more characters on either side to 100 no more. It just takes too long. I've got so many hours invested into this game on this person's account. It's unreal. So anyways, he's got Conqueror Doom. That's this outfit here. I think I earned that in the Rift or something for this person. And then he's got Death Match Wrestler. That's this outfit here. And I probably bought that one with iridescent shards. Then he's got Heat Wave. That's what it looks like there. Then he's got Rotten Leaves. That's what it looks like there. And I think I earned that one. Yeah, I earned that one in one of the Rift passes. And then we got Bloody Trapper. That's the one that we have on him right now that I'm using to play with. And you get that one after, you get everything after level 9, prestige level 9 on either side, survivor or killer side. But I always usually at least play them to level 10 just because I don't like to leave either 9s or 6s on levels, because if you turn them either way or upside down or whatever, it's like 666. So I don't really like to leave them like that. So anyways, then we got Levy Builder, or Levy Builder, I think is how you pronounce it. And that's what that looks like. I think I bought that with iridescent shards. Then we got Trench Digger, and I bought that one with iridescent shards, I'm pretty sure. So that's all I've got for this one. And on the killer side, I don't know why, but it is so much more costlier with iridescent shards, these things up here. It costs us so much more, and it takes so much longer to save those up to buy stuff with. And then obviously on his blood web, where I do have him prestige to level 100, it's always going to be like at 50, and you know, every time you earn points, it's just, you're going to keep hitting 50 over and over and over again. And so what I usually do if I do play killer is I'll play this character, but I'll use like my points and stuff that I earn, and I'll put them in other characters for this person. So anyways, that's the whole ordeal about the Trapper on the killer side here. Oh, and his loadout. I'm not playing the events, so I could show you all what perks I was using or whatever. I ain't played him in a while. I'll just put something in on the offering right fast for points. That's usually what I do. And I use basic stuff for his add-ons, where he is prestige to 100. It really don't matter. And then this is my little dirty little secret here on the Trapper, the perks that I use. And actually I had someone set the perks up for me, and I've never switched them out. So these are the perks that I always use when I play the Trapper. This is how I've got him prestige to 100 so high, because I played him for over a year to get him prestiged or whatever. And this is how I slug people. This is how I bleed them out. This is how I kind of surprise them sometimes at the end, unless if you play Day by Daylight all the time. You don't really know the perks on the killer side. I don't, and I play it all the time, and I still don't, because I don't play killer that much. But anyways, and then I also tunnel them. So every one of these perks are good for that. You could use these perks on any killer that you choose to play, and they would be good for that. So we'll go over the perks right fast. He's got Blood Warden. It's in the purple, so it's a rare perk. As soon as an exit gate is opened, Blood Warden is activated. The roars of any survivors located within an exit areas are revealed to you once per match. Hooking a survivor while Blood Warden is active calls upon the entity to block both exit gates or exits for all survivors for 60 seconds. This is my world, and you can't ever leave. And it's actually from Freddy Krueger. We'll go over him a different day. And in Hex, no escapes death. It's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. And that's what those perks look like. A Hex rooting its power on hope. You are animated by the power of your Hex totem when the survivors are on the verge of escaping. Once the exit gates are powered, if there is a dull totem remaining on the map, this Hex is applied to it. While this Hex is active, survivors suffer from the exposed status effect. You have 4% haste. Once the Hex effect is revealed to the survivors, its Hex totem aurora is shown to the survivors at a range of 4 meters. This range increases steadily over the next 30 seconds to 24 meters. The Hex effect persists as long as the related hex totem is standing. Exposed survivors will be downed by basic attacks even if uninjured. Haste increases killer's movement speed. And the beast became faster and more powerful, as if the entity's shadowy whips were lashing at its back. And I don't know who that comes from. Okay, so the third one that I'm using on him is No Way Out. And it's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. And that's what it looks like. You're not going to let just anyone into the VIP room. After hooking a survivor for the first time, No Way Out gains a token. Once the exit gate have been powered, No Way Out activates. When a survivor interacts with an exit gate switch, you receive a loud noise notification. The entity then blocks both exit gate switches for 12 seconds, plus an additional 12 seconds for each token in your possession. That sound when you bleed, let me hear it again. Ji-hoon Hak, or Ji-woon Hak, I think. It's the little pop star that they got as the killer. I'll go over him a different day. That's his perk. And then lastly, we got Ranker. It's in the purple, so it's a very rare perk. You become obsessed with one survivor. Each time a generator is completed, your obsession sees your aurora for 3 seconds. Each time a generator is completed, all survivors' locations are revealed to you for 3 seconds. Once the exit gates are powered, the obsession has the exposed status effect and you can kill them. The killer can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. Exposed survivors will be downed by basic attacks even if uninjured. So those are the perks that I use whenever I play killer and I play this killer. And like I said, that's the outfit I have on him and that's what he looks like. And that's pretty much the only killer I hardly ever play. And I hardly ever play killer. But whenever I do play killer, I admit to it, I'm a bad killer. I'm a meanie. I will slug you. I will make you bleed out. I will tunnel you. I will face camp you. And then after you get off the hook from face camping, I will tunnel you and then get you out of the game as fast as I can whenever I play killer. And actually, even though I play on someone that is a TTVer on Twitch, and sometimes they stream, they hardly ever stream, but anyways, and that's what their name is right there. Whenever I play as killer, I look for other TTVers or other people that are Twitch players that stream, and I purposely, for the most part, try my best to kill them out first whenever I play as killer. So I'm not a nice killer at all. I'm a real dirty killer. So that's mostly why I play Survivor. I just don't enjoy being alone and playing killer, which right now there's an event going on that's 2 versus 8. But so you get to play with another killer. There's 2 killers versus 8 survivors or players or whatever. But it's so hard whenever they do that because they don't do that very often, and it's so hard to get into a match, and the wait times are like 30 minutes to an hour sometimes, so I just don't have the time to sit and wait on a game like that. So that's why I hardly ever play that. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. I really do appreciate those of you who've watched all the way through. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.